Proven strategies of the wealthy. In today's video, we will be giving you the 5 strategies of the rich to grow richer. Here's what we'll cover: investment diversification, passive income generation, and strategic asset allocation. So get prepared, fellow trailblazers. This is Luxury Explored, the ultimate destination for those seeking the most refined luxuries in life, serving connoisseurs worldwide. Before delving further, ensure to like, subscribe, and join us for our regular, engaging, and informative videos. Transforming the aspiration for wealth into a reality often hinges on mastering money management, making astute financial decisions, and adopting investment strategies that foster long-term growth. While many yearn for affluence, a significant portion merely fantasizes without translating it into actuality. A pivotal aspect of attaining riches involves acquiring the skill of handling finances adeptly, making intelligent monetary choices, and investing in avenues conducive to sustained expansion. When seeking role models to emulate, it's prudent to select those who have triumphed in this realm. This video delves into 5 methods through which affluent individuals nurture their wealth, practices typically overlooked by those in less prosperous circumstances. Number 1. They track everything. If you were to ask the majority of people about their monthly spending on living and entertainment, or their savings for that period, chances are they wouldn't have a clear answer. This lack of awareness isn't uncommon, especially considering that most American adults, about 61%, don't use any sort of budgeting system. On the flip side, those who are well off comprehend and prioritize the significance of budgeting and keeping tabs on their expenses as a means to achieve financial success. Wealthy individuals typically approach their finances in a 2-step manner. Initially, they evaluate their expected income for the coming month, encompassing their salary, business gains, and potential investment returns. This total serves as a starting point for employing the 20-30-50 budgeting technique. Here's how it works. 50% is allocated to essential living expenses, like rent, utilities, and groceries. The subsequent 30% is earmarked for leisurely spending, such as dining out and entertainment. Finally, 20% is set aside for direct savings into a dedicated account. Once this budget framework is in place, affluent individuals actively monitor their expenses. Many millionaires use apps like Mint, linking their credit cards to automatically categorize expenses. Others might prefer more traditional methods, like recording purchases in their phone's Notes app and manually calculating totals at month's end. Regardless of the approach, the wealthy meticulously track their financial transactions because they understand that without measurement, effective management becomes unlikely. You might think that detailed expense tracking is less crucial when income isn't substantial. However, it's crucial to realize that forming solid financial habits early on yields long-term benefits. Number 2, they employ financial discipline. When you inquire about the path to wealth from someone who's made it, a common thread you'll find is their emphasis on discipline. It's a crucial factor at every stage of success. For instance, aiming for a lucrative job demands the discipline to pursue quality education, a journey involving years of dedicated study and preparation. Similarly, if your route to riches involves building a business, discipline is vital to wholeheartedly dedicate yourself, even when others indulge in social gatherings and leisure activities. As your earnings grow, discipline becomes even more pivotal. It's essential to realize that your income level doesn't solely dictate your wealth. Rather, it's your ability to save that holds the key. Saving necessitates discipline, a choice like sticking with your older car instead of splurging on that tempting new sports car exemplifies this. Surprisingly, A recent study revealed that a significant percentage of Americans have minimal to no savings at all, underscoring the challenge of saving money. But there are strategies to facilitate this process. One effective method involves setting up automated deductions, ensuring a consistent savings practice by preventing the entire paycheck from being spent. Boosting savings can also be achieved by increasing earnings, directly linked to your saving capacity. While trimming expenses is a prudent start, yielding immediate results, there's a limit to how much you can cut from monthly costs. Essentials like housing and food remain constant. To further elevate savings, focus on the complementary aspect of your financial equation: earnings. Number 3, they live below their means. When people envision the lifestyles of millionaires, they often imagine extravagant spending on luxury items like fancy clothes and expensive cars. However, the reality is quite different. Millionaires tend to be cautious spenders, aligning their lifestyles with their financial means. Their ability to amass considerable wealth is partly due to their skill in avoiding the pitfalls of the income trap. This trap snags many individuals as their income rises. When earnings increase, so does spending. For instance, a modest car might suit your needs when earning $50,000 annually, but with a doubled income, the temptation to upgrade to a luxury vehicle arises. This tendency to spend more when earning more is often explained by Parkinson's law. This principle suggests that one's spending tends to expand to match the available means, not just the money in the bank, but also other accessible resources. This behavior can lead to serious financial issues when credit is maxed out and spending exceeds what can truly be afforded. Unfortunately, conventional schooling often overlooks practical financial skills like budgeting and wise money management in daily life. Without guidance from financially savvy family or friends, managing finances can become challenging as one grows older. Living below your means holds immense significance, especially for entrepreneurs and business owners. Business ventures encounter periods of prosperity with substantial revenues and challenging times marked by decline. If spending significantly outpaces means during prosperous phases, it leaves individuals ill-prepared to weather economic downturns. Such financial strain could potentially lead to business bankruptcy. Number 4, they put their money to work. Life is often likened to a game of Monopoly, where owning the best properties leads to accumulating the most money. These investments not only generate ongoing income during the game, but can also be sold for a significant sum at the game's end. However, these lucrative investments require initial capital. Wealthy individuals channel their money into investments, a practice less common among regular earners who often spend their money right away or stash it in a savings account. While saving money is a step up from spending it frivolously, the growth potential for wealth is limited. The interest earned in an average savings account is minimal, around 0.09% per year. This means that with savings of $50,000 a year, the interest accrued would only be around $45. That's why the affluent prioritize investing their savings. Initiating your investment journey early reaps substantial benefits. Take Warren Buffett, who bought his first stock at just 11 years old. Through consistent and strategic investments spanning decades, he became one of the world's wealthiest individuals. It's not just billionaires like Buffett who maintain consistent investments. On average, millionaires allocate about 20% of their household income each year to investments. This dedicated approach to investing is a pivotal part of their wealth-building strategy. Interestingly, the investment choices of millionaires often mirror those of average investors, including Roth IRAs and 401ks. However, they diversify their investment portfolios, exploring additional avenues such as real estate properties and personal development ventures. This diversification broadens their wealth-generating opportunities. Number 5. They never touch the principal. What truly distinguishes these prosperous individuals from the less affluent is their unwavering dedication to safeguarding their initial investments. While it's been noted that a significant number of millionaires lead frugal lives, some do indulge in luxury spending. Interestingly, their lavish expenses don't diminish their wealth, thanks to their steadfast commitment to preserving the principal amount. In financial terms, the principal refers to the original sum of money invested in an asset. For instance, if someone purchases 10 shares for $100,000, generating an annual dividend of $20 per share, the initial $100,000 invested represents the principal, while the $20 per share signifies the dividend income. Essentially, the wealthy refrain from depleting the assets generating income for them, safeguarding their wealth from their spending choices. Unfortunately, many people rely solely on income earned through working hours. In such cases, any expenditure directly diminishes their wealth, and money left uninvested fails to grow sufficiently for additional spending. To cultivate passive income, exploring various investment options becomes crucial. Among the preferred methods are investment properties, dividend stocks, and real estate investment trusts, REITs. Investment properties involve purchasing buildings using a down payment and generating cash flow through rental income. Dividend stocks are appealing as they offer regular payments without devaluing the company's market worth. Real estate investment trusts function like mutual funds for real estate, allowing individuals to own shares and earn profits from real estate investments without managing properties or dealing with tenants. That's a wrap for this video. Wealth Secrets Unveiled: 5 strategies of the rich to grow richer. If you learned something, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. This is Luxury Explored.